Hi, guys. I know it's very early. A lot of you are probably still asleep, probably half asleep. Some of you are awoken. We're just going to see how many people pop on. I was going to do this later in the afternoon, but hi, Sanda. Hi, mi amore. Hi, Gloria. So we have a couple of people on. We have 20 people on now. I don't know who's awake this early in the morning other than me. I'm an early bird. You know what they say? Early to rise. You know, the early bird gets the worm. The skincare stylist. Hello. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to do a live today. As I promised, I'm going to be doing them a little bit more often. Hey, guys. And want to talk about a lot of things. So for those of you that are not aware, today is the full moon. It's a very powerful time. The full moon is in Sagittarius, and it's also an eclipse, a penumbral eclipse. So it's not going to be visible to North America, but it will be visible to other parts of the world. In some parts, they may not see it because it's cloudy. We have a Cristobal, which is a tropical storm in the Gulf. So keep me in your prayers. And I've already been through horrific hurricanes because I live in Southeast Texas, right by the coast, maybe about 200 miles from the coast. So please keep me in your prayers. I do not want to be hit by another hurricane after Harvey. It was horrible. So yeah, I'm coming on here as well to talk about that because I want my peeps in New Orleans and Nolans to be aware of what's happening. My peeps in Louisiana. Do I have anybody in Louisiana here? Talk about it. I want you guys to be prepared, have enough food if you're in Louisiana, if you're in New Orleans and that area, have enough food. Make sure that you have enough gasoline. And if you feel like you need to move more away from like a lower, lower floodplain area, that now would be the time to go because a lot of psychics, a lot of people, including myself, have been seeing a lot of flooding that will be hitting the south part of the USA. In addition, so I want to talk about that. The energy is very, very intense. We are in a full moon, but it's very powerful. This is a very powerful day. It's a day where you could set your intentions for many things. If you do spells, I'll be doing like a magical spell that I can that I'll do. It's like very simple for today. For those of you that want to follow it. And that will help you like usher in the energy of the full moon because it is a day of a manifestation. Mine's going to be more centered around prosperity and protection, but I know a lot of you with the stuff that's going on in the world right now, a lot of you want maybe more protection, and so that's what we're going to be focusing on protection. And very simple, like with a candle, some bay leaves, and I'll get that out later today. For those of you that are tuning in, Kelly Malone, she says, I like your blue glasses instead of your blue eyes. Well, I like my blue eyes, but it's all about changing up looks. So some days I feel like popping in contacts. Some days I just feel like just wearing glasses because I ain't going anywhere. I only wear contacts if I'm doing some kind of like filming, or I just love blue eyes. I don't know. I wasn't born with them, but I know in a past life I had blue eyes. So a lot of people ask me, why do you wear blue contacts? That's the reason why, because I've always seen myself, but I saw myself with blue eyes in a past life. And so I wear contacts, but hey, it doesn't matter. You can change your look up. Just like a lot of you women out there wear makeup, right? You wear makeup, you put on a little, lip gloss, a little bit of foundation. You don't go out there looking, natural. But if you do go natural, that's beautiful too. I support natural women, and men who want to wear natural, because there's men out there that wear makeup as well. But I love my glasses. These blue ones. I have the Ray-Bans, which are the brown ones that y'all saw before, but I don't want to wear those. Not today. Yeah, some people love hazel contacts. I love the color hazel. Yes, white candles. So those of you that going back to like the energy that's right now happening around the whole world, I'm going to be doing a spell for protection, very simple that you can do from your home with basic things, even if it's a birthday candle, and it will be inexpensive. But I want to talk about the energy. Like right now is a good time to like set your intentions, what you want to see carried out in the world. What is it that you want? Do you want protection? Do you want to bring in money, abundance? This is the time to do that. Also, don't forget to set out your crystals and charge them. If you haven't charged your crystals, this is a good time tonight to sit them out, in a bowl outside where the full moon can hit it. Or some of you like to bury it. You can earth your crystals and like make a little hole, put all of your crystals in there in a container. And hi, Lance, and hi, everybody. And then you can put them in the ground and then just leave them buried under in the ground and then take them out the next day. Um, so, there's just a lot of that going on. Um, for those of you that are not subscribed yet to my Patreon, there's a lot of content that I have not really put out here on my YouTube channel, only because YouTube censors. So I know that I sound kind of like I'm promoting. I hate to do that, to promote and like talk about my different platforms, but I have to talk about it because YouTube has gotten really bad in censoring videos and things that I cannot say because the video gets demonetized. And that's why a lot of you are saying, well, Ray, I don't get notified when you go live. So what I did today is I went to my YouTube, I went to my Instagram live and I went ahead and posted there my Instagram stories that I was going live and my Patreon. And so I'm having to do this in many ways so that I can get you guys to come and look at my content, because a lot of my videos are not being viewed, are not being seen. They're being hidden, kind of like the algorithm that was doing with Black Lives Matter on Instagram. If you use that hashtag, it was, hiding your videos or your posts and you couldn't see them. The same thing is happening to my videos when they are considered controversial or they get demonetized. They get basically shoved right way below, and they go and put somebody up there like Jake Paul or Logan, whatever. I'm not going to be ugly about it, but I'm like, I'm over here teaching spirituality and I'm here trying to teach people. And there's a lot of my colleagues that are also, doing that. And our videos get pushed to the, the bottom of the totem pole, while all these other crap videos, excuse my language, they get, elevated to trending. And YouTube plays favorites. So if you want to join my Patreon, I have a lot of psychic insights that you've been asking me about Trump, about Biden, about celebrities, things that I cannot say here. I can say it in Patreon because it's a safe environment. It is private. And so I'm very respectful still over there, but I'm a lot more uncensored, unfiltered. And if you want to do that, the tier, I have two tiers. One is $1.99. It's like the regular tier. You'll get a lot of the benefits, which are like exclusive content to videos, spiritual videos for development, psychic and mediumship development. You'll get certain promotions that I'll have, like sales. You'll get a promo code. You'll see that in there. We'll do some private chats with both tiers, where I actually chat with you in a private unlisted link here on YouTube, where you'll get to see me, and I may even do it on Zoom, so that way I can get to see your faces as well. So it's more of like me mentoring a lot of people. A lot of you have asked me to do a mentorship. Up until now, bless you. That's my mom. Up until now, I haven't been able to actually do that up until this point. But now with the Patreon, I feel like I'm able to mentor a lot of people. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and be using my platform to mentor a lot of you out there through my development videos, through these live chats that will be more private just for my Patreon people. So it's $1.99 for the for like it's like, I call it like the basic cable package. It's basically, you get to still, be mentored by me in that capacity. Hey, Miss Pamela Williams, there's my bestie Boo. She's here. Thank you for being here, Pam. I love her. Guys, if you haven't checked her out, she just taught a wonderful pendulum class. I'm going to be teaching a pendulum class. Hey, Loretta. And so I took good notes, Pam. So you be proud of me when I teach my pendulum class. But she taught me that. So check her out. She does energy readings as well. I highly recommend her. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My doorbell just rang. I'll be right back. Bye. Let me just. Sorry. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. uh, I had to. I hate having a security system because the fact that you have to disarm it when they ring the doorbell, but I have it for security purposes, anyways. Where was I going? Oh yeah, check out Pamela. She's really amazing. But I'm going to be teaching that on my $1.99, the $1.99 Patreon level tier subscription. On the $10 subscription, which is my Patreon, which is the platinum tier, that's like VIP. That is the one that you're going to get like access to all of my insights that the tier one doesn't get. I give like a little teaser to the tier one, but the $10, that's the highest that I'll go. I will never probably change my tiers. I don't want to like charge $30 or $40 like some people that have Patreon, but to each their own. I'm not going to talk bad about them. But the $10 is monthly, and you can cancel at any time if you want. But I would hope that you wouldn't cancel because I am going to be pouring my heart and soul into that work. And on that one, I go really unfiltered. So, like a lot of you have wanted me, you're like, Ray, I see your psychic readings that you do on YouTube. And she's like, a lot of people are like, I see your readings on YouTube. I see you going live, but I know that you hold back and you can't say certain things. And I know that you want to say more. So, yeah, I had to, that's the reason I'm on Patreon now, because I can do that. I can tell y'all. So a lot of you guys out there, 1 second. A lot of you guys are asking me, to do that, and that's what I'm doing on that platform. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm teaching a tarot class using the Rider-Waite deck, and I'm teaching tarot, and I'll be teaching other courses as well, like other forms of divination. And so I'm very excited about my Patreon, about its growing. I had somebody recently come to me that was a patron on the platinum level, and she was like, I support you. I don't see a lot of content. And then I kind of had to remind her, if you are a platinum and you just joined, you're going to see all the recent posts, but you need to scroll all the way down because I have like 28 different videos that are already about psychic development and mediumship that you'll need to look at. And it's everything like from auras. I'm going to be talking about auras to about chakras to the afterlife, UFOs, aliens, anonymous, basically everything down under the sun. Plus, I have giveaways that are going to be exclusive to Patreon. Like I have one right now. It's a $150 giveaway, which is a box full of herbs, witchy herbs that you can use, a candle. There will be, there's like an egg selenite crystal in there, a little crystal ball. There is a journal that you can have that will be coming with that giveaway. One person will win it. And so that's going on. I won't select the winner until Sunday. So if you want to subscribe now is the time. And I love you guys. I really, really do. And I don't want to like always use my platform to promote crap like that, because that's not what I'm about. It's not about the money, but it is about, I feel like I've gotten to a point where YouTube has hurt me a lot. I can't make money off of my videos, and I think I should be able to make money for my work that I'm doing, the hours that I'm putting into developing content. And so that's the thing that I love about Patreon, is that I get to do that. I get to charge a small fee, and I get to produce quality content and basically go off. I can go off and say things, of course, and I'm very respectful. I will never be that shady person that talks shit about people, but I can do that. And all of your donations, and all of the Patreon, what people don't realize is that, and I haven't said this, you supporting me on Patreon is good, because I'm going to spill the tea. I wasn't going to spill it. I wasn't going to say it. but I am developing a new Oracle deck, which is already done, but it's all about getting the printing costs and stuff. And people have asked me, like, how much does that cost, like, out of pocket to do your own Oracle deck and get it out? I'm going to tell you the tea. It is expensive. It is not cheap. And I would say it's, I can't give you the exact figure again, but I can tell you that it runs close to $3,000 to have a deck developed and get it printed and with a manual, because this one that I'm doing now will have a manual. And so all of the things like the Patreon, you subscribing and supporting me, is going, that money goes towards funding those projects. You know, I make money off of my readings, of course, and whatnot, but there's other content and things that I want to bring to you guys that are very expensive and they cost money. So that's the reason that I decided to do Patreon. And some other people were telling me, like, all this time, go to Patreon, go to Patreon. A lot of YouTube creators are going to Patreon, and that's why I'm doing that. So this fall, I already let the cat out of the bag, or the bag, however you say that. This fall, you you expect a new Oracle deck. And honey, this deck, I am so proud of it. I created the deck. I illustrated the deck, the initial concept of, because I'm an artist as well. So everything is from my point of view, and it is diversity. So there is there's Black people, there's Mexican people, there's white people, there's Indian people, there's Asian people. It's going to be a deck that is diversified. I listen to a lot of you guys, a lot of you, a lot of my Black brothers and sisters that support me. A lot of you out there were like, well, your deck, the last time that you did it, that Oracle deck, Starseed Footsteps, it's nothing but white people illustrations. And it wasn't intentional on my part. It was just that it was my first deck creating. And sometimes we make mistakes when we make decks and stuff. But I wanted something where anybody from any nationality or background can come on to, you know, and use my deck and be like, okay, I can relate to it. It represents the people. It represents everyone. So that's what I've been secretly working on. Because I know that a lot of you are very vocal and passionate. Y'all have let me know. Y'all read me for filth when it came to my last deck, which I still love it. But yeah, it does cost money. You have to spend money to make money, and that's the whole thing. But it hasn't been as easy. But I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited to get that out to all of you. And I want to say it will be out in the fall, which is something that I didn't want to say until like maybe July. But it gives you something to look forward to completely. And again, I love you guys. I'm so excited about that. So I will be doing I will be doing live readings here. If you want to donate, all of those donations will go supporting that you support here. You can click that little, let me leave on here my Cash App and my Venmo if you want to support. But I will be reading people here today. So let me just leave my Venmo. So that's my Venmo and my Cash App. And if you want to do PayPal and not do it here on YouTube, you can do paypal.me. Okay, so those are the donation links again, or you can donate here by hitting that super chat, which is like the little box with the money sign. But I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into and thank you so much for the donations. Hey guys, gonna go ahead and give everyone right now a mini reading on the energy for today, what Spirit has to say, and I'm gonna be using this deck here. It's the Black Moon astrology cards. If you haven't, I actually picked this up on my birthday in a store in San Antonio in Texas, and I really loved this deck. I've never really worked with astrology cards. I'm not very well versed in astrology. When I do my horoscopes, they're not like astrologers do them. I call them intuitive horoscopes. So I use my intuition when I'm doing them. But I'm not like a a Vedic astrologer or a Western astrologer, whatever you call them, like astrologers. But I am trying to learn and expand in that area because, when we start getting into the 11th house and 4th house and all these houses, it gets confusing. And if something's in Chiron or something is in that, it gets very, very, very confusing. So let me just shuffle these cards. And I do use a protection spray. So let me go ahead and protect myself. This is a protection spray. You can get this on Etsy. It's the Blends of the Bayou. It's Southern root work, and it has a bunch of herbs and stuff. And what I do is I spray myself to cleanse my energy so that the reading will come out good. So, so I'll be doing that, and then we'll get into reading you guys out there. Okay, so. All right, the first card that I got for you guys is very interesting. Okay, I got the card of the second house, which is owning. So this is very interesting. Notice it is the money. It is a symbol of the quarter, right? Or the dollar bill, like what's on the dollar bill. It's all about money. So again, a lot of you are very focused this week, today, specifically around your money. A lot of you are probably checking your bank accounts, getting your bills sorted out. Money is on everybody's mind. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people's minds. So that's something that you'll be focusing on. Then we got here, interestingly enough, Virgo, I analyze. So a lot of people are analyzing what's going on in the world, the riots, the discrimination, the racism, the police brutality. All of this is in everybody's mind. Everybody is thinking about all of that. They're thinking, thank you so much, guys. I got some donations on Cash App. Y'all are amazing. I analyze. So everybody's analyzing things and very deeply. This is the energy of the full moon and Sagittarius. It's making everybody like really in our thoughts. And a lot of you out there are going to feel tired today. Okay. That's just the plain energy. It's so intense that a lot of you are going to feel tired. A lot of you are going to feel like you don't understand why you feel so tired or why the day is going by really, really quick. But if you are a reader out there or you're a spiritual person, then what I've been finding is that I feel like almost like my energy is slower, like the spirit world is much slower. But when the outside world, what's happening, what I'm doing, and everything else is speeding up. So a lot of you are going to notice that shift between both worlds, the spiritual world and what's happening now. It's like you feel tired, you feel slower to operate, even some brain fog. But what's happening on the outside, the time is going by really, really quick. So I don't know if a lot of you are actually feeling like that or noticing it. I've been feeling like that. I've been noticing it. It's happening. I'm like, am I having like some kind of episode here? I don't like it. I don't like it because I'm a Gemini, and Geminis we're always like boom, boom, boom. We can do 3 or 4 things at one time, and I can't do it like I used to. So I've been going a little slow with my readings and going a little slow with everything and taking my time so I don't make mistakes and I can function. But functioning is very difficult right now for a lot of you guys. Lance is a Gemini. He just had a birthday. So let's wish Lance a belated birthday. It was yesterday, I think. And he's a fellow Gemini. And yes, he's been feeling it too. So I don't think even if you're not a Gemini, a lot of you would be feeling it out there, like just tired, weighed down. And drink a lot of water, because if you don't drink the water, you're going to start feeling really, really bad. The last card I got here for you guys for today, the energy for today, is the 3rd house messages. Again, the 3rd eye, the what is this called? The Eye of Horus. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting a lot of deep intuitive messages from spirit today. If you sit down, you meditate, you sit with your spirit guides, you're going to go ahead and get a lot of information from spirit today. So if you pull a couple of cards after today, maybe get your decks out. I know a lot of you have decks. Get your decks out and pull a couple of cards for yourself. Get some messages from spirit. Spirit is going to be communicating to all of us today using our decks, using our pendulums. Get your pendulum. Look, I have pendulum here that Miss Pamela gave me, which I love this. It's the rose quartz. And for me, again, is using this, you can ask yes or no questions. And then I have here a hematite one that I bought. I love this one too. This is a hematite one. And you can shorten it if it's long. You can shorten it. And you can go like this. And if it's, for me, if it swings back and front and back, that's a yes. If it swings side to side, then it's a no. And that's how I ask questions and whatnot whenever I need some guidance. And because when you're reading yourself, you can get kind of biased when it comes to that. So let me go ahead and start reading, you guys. If you want a reading, just comment general. You can only comment once, please, because it goes really through the thing. And I'll be using these cards, and I'll probably be using some other cards as well. So I love you, love you, love you. And let's do it. Okay, so I have Sanda Bukarik. I think I said your name right. Let me just go ahead and shuffle some cards. I have about 40 minutes. At 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm stopping so I can eat some lunch and refocus. All right, Sanda. I don't know why I want to call you Sandra all the time. Okay, I got here for you. You won't believe this. The messages. You're going to get some kind of message, girlfriend. You're going to get some kind of important message from Spirit today. Work with your cards, work with the pendulum, get some messages. I got here Saturn return, age. So maybe you're thinking about the actual Saturday tomorrow, because Saturn is associated with Saturday. It's associated with healing to me. This card is you're going through some kind of healing, maybe like internalizing your feelings, the chaos that's around us right now, Sanda. You feel things very, very deeply is what I'm getting with this. But tomorrow's a special day for you. I don't know if you're planning on getting in your vehicle, going out, doing something of that nature, but you should. I feel like it's talking about Saturday because it's the planet Saturn. Again, very important energy. Do something special. Get out of your home and be out and about if you can in a safe place. But that's for you, Sanda. All right. So let's get here. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Your donations are amazing, amazing. Okay. Cuckoo Bee. That's a cute name. Let's see what is coming up for you. Stephanie Parrott, I see you, girl. You're next. Okay, Cuckoo Bee. Gemini, I think, and we are in the sun sign right now in the season of the Gemini season. So Geminis are about communication, about your throat chakra, about air energy. It's all about right now for you, Cuckoo Bee, about expressing yourself and not being being unapologetic about it. Don't feel like you need to hold back, voicing your opinions, and thinking very clearly. You're up in your thoughts like Geminis would be. You're internalizing a lot of the things that's going on around you. I feel like for you, it's financial concerns, but also maybe something with your love life that you're looking at. And then, wow, you got lunar eclipse and the word change. So there's change coming. I feel like you've probably been asking yourself, is there change coming? Like what's coming? What's happening? There's change coming. I feel like this is about your love life and this is about your finances. So those two areas are very highlighted. There are some positive changes. So brace yourself because it's going to be very fast from here on out. And I feel like that's the message from Spirit. All right. So then we have Stephanie Parrott. Let me just pull some for Stephanie. And then I'll be pulling some for Loretta. Okay. So Stephanie, I got here Libra, balance. And keep in mind, when I'm doing these readings, a lot of you probably that are out there that are Libras as well, this may apply to you in some way. You may feel like this resonates with you. Libra's about finding the balance. I feel like you're very stressed right now, or kind of like, this is for Stephanie Parrott. You could be very stressed. You could be just feeling overwhelmed. And it's all about finding the balance, meditating, grounding yourself, earthing yourself, journaling, not trying to do too much, too fast. And then the ninth house, faith. And notice there's a hand there, a divination, like for the palm reading, and there's a Ouija board in the depiction. So it's all about like keeping. I feel like you are in a spiritual path right now, Stephanie, and you're trying to get some kind of I want to say you're wanting to connect to spirit greater in your spiritual abilities. And I feel like today would be a good day for you to do that. Again, it's all about divination. I feel like you have what it takes. So this is very, very good energy for you. All right, let me get Miss Loretta. And I'm going to use another deck for Loretta and for everybody else from this point, because I already heard Spirit tell me stop using that deck. These are this deck here is the Angel Tarot. Okay, this is the Angel Tarot, and it's by Travis McHenry. I really, really love it. These are what the cards look like, and they have like the angelic, or some people call this the Seal of Solomon. Okay, and there's different seals that Solomon has. So, okay, let me do one for Loretta. Loretta, if you're still on, there she is. Okay. Hi, Maggie. Okay, Loretta. Spirit, guide me for Loretta. Okay. Okay. First thing that came up, I got 4 cards for you, Loretta. The first card is the Hangman. Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. This is the Nakiel, the only god. So it's this right here. With the Hangman in traditional tarot, it represents someone that is almost like, you see him almost like hanging from his foot on a tree, almost like he feels tied up in some way. But I feel like it's new beginnings. When I look at that card and I interpret it, it's new beginnings for you in some project. I feel like this is your work that Spirit is talking about, what you do, which I know what you do. There's going to be some new things coming up. I feel like things have been slowed down with this pandemic. You've probably been looking at your coins, your money in that area. Things are going to be picking up for you, sweetheart. You got the Magician. The Magician. And the Magician in traditional tarot is someone that has all the tools available to that person. They are well versed in spirituality. They're well versed in in their craft. And for you, it would be, what you do. So you got everything that you need to do it. I feel like you're evolving. So you were doing one thing with photography. You're going to be doing other things. I've been watching you. I know that you do like art and stuff like that. And I feel like you're in this creative mode. And that's what Spirit is all about right now for you. Like, there's something that you've been thinking about. This is business wise. I won't get into it because we're on here and I respect your privacy, but I see change coming because the next tower, the next card, honey, is Tower, the Tower card. The Tower card basically means that you are being shaken up in some kind of way, that there's a big change that is coming. Typically when we get the Tower card, we feel like almost like this change that is coming. It's like you're no longer in your home. You're going to be kind of like moving out and about. So there could be like some kind of in the near future, like a move for you. I don't know where exactly, if this would be more career or your personal life, like an actual physical move from your residence. But I kind of feel like it's more of a physical move. Just this could be looking at property, something later on, and it may not make sense now. Hold on to that. And then again, we got here the Fool, and it says will and new beginnings, assists with difficult and great undertakings. So whatever your career path is taking you to, it's going to be good. This is all good. Like, none of your cards that came out are bad. Even if it's like the Tower card, a lot of people think the Tower card is necessarily a bad card because you see it like burning when you see the traditional Rider-Waite, but it's not a bad thing. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed the message. And if you have any questions, you can always, reach out to me. Loretta knows. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to the next person. That's going to be Evelyn. Evelyn. She says, Ray, do you see me having babies and getting married in? I'm 32 Pisces. Thank you. All right. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Um, ooh. Okay, Evelyn, I got for you. Wow. Okay, the Queen of Swords is what I got for you first. Ritual ceremony can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. Again, I feel like you're very much what's blocking you maybe from getting pregnant is not so much the physical, but the mental part, because the swords is a sign that deals with the mind, with the air, the element of air. And so with you, it's all about swift movements, but also establishing your position in life. I feel like you feel stagnation, and there's other things, other factors that are going on that make you feel kind of like, is it the right time? Am I running out of time because I'm 32? My body's going through some changes. So I feel like Spirit is saying if you do have another child, it would be one. But it's up to you. But basically, eliminating stress is going to help you with that. Again, I can't give a medical diagnosis. I'm not a doctor, so this is by no means a medical reading. It's more from spiritual perspective, whether or not So again, I feel like Spirit is leaning towards that. Let's see what the other card we got for you. Page of Pentacles. Loyalty and allegiance, friendships and reconciliation. So again, you have a lot of things going on in your outside life when it comes to your family, your friends, your feelings towards other people as well. All of this can cause stress. And then you got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, breaking the circle, lifts opposing barriers, brings victory. And for me, that symbolizes that you could have a child in the future, in the near future, if you are, again, the circumstances are right and you kind of clear out the baggage, etc. So I can only answer one question, and so I answered your about the babies. Okay. So I hope that helps. But also, I feel like those cards are saying if you want the other things, all of that can ripple and you can get that. But you have to really work on all the other stuff that's bothering you right now, all the other crap that is out there, kind of tuning that out. Okay, let me just go through the things here. You're welcome, Loretta. Okay, let me see. Shannon Warren, she's at work just tuning in. Happy birthday to me and my birthday twins. Happy birthday. So let me go ahead and pull a card for you or two. Crap, my microphone. Ugh. I need to tighten that up. Hold on. Okay. This deck is called the Angel Tarot deck. All right, so Shannon Warren, we got the Queen of Pentacles for you. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensation. So there is something about money, feeling like you are creating the money. You're in a creative phase. There's a lot of focus on your money. Pentacles deals with the money as well. Feeling like you may be very generous in your spending and who you give your money to, where your money goes to. Then we got here the death card, which is endings and rebirth. When people get the death card, people freak out. They think, oh my God, I'm going to die. I got the death card. That doesn't mean what that's not what death means. Okay. The death card. Now, sometimes there may be like a warning or something about that. But in this case, like death symbolizes a finality. So you're going through some kind of change, Shannon, in your life right now that could elicit an ending and a new beginning for you that you'll be starting. And then I got here the star card for you. It's all about the equilibrium, protects against attacks in the courts. So it's just the different meanings that they have. With a star, for me, it symbolizes for you almost like you trying to find the light, trying to work through a lot of the I feel like the old you, the old self, things that you've been holding on to and moving forward from that. Okay. So again, a lot of changes around you, but I feel like they're positive changes, and it's all about money for you. Like you are going to be focused on that, and there's going to be new avenues for you to make money to secure that. Okay. Okay. Drea talks. Hey, Ray, I'm a new Patreon subscriber. Can I have a general reading? Of course. Of course. Ms. Drea supports me, and I really, really adore her. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Hi, Alexandra Marchand from France. France. Oh my God, I have people from France on. I love it. My French peeps. I don't know. Je m'appelle Raymond. I don't know how to speak French. I need to learn that language. I really do. But I really am intrigued by French people. I always like hearing it because it sounds like Spanish, but it's not. Okay, so for you, and again, this is where Drea talks. I got the Page of Pentacles, loyalty, allegiance, something new about, again, your money, about your job, your career. There's something new that you're going to be starting. I feel like it's positive. It's something that is kind of fun for you. They're getting something about music as well being good for you right now, especially during this heavy energy, and being creative, using like sound bowl therapy, things like that would be very good for you. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. It's about nurturing, maintaining everything. The Seven of Swords, it says here, knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger, cures epilepsy. So it gives like different meanings. But with this card, I feel like it's about you taking care of yourself and not overstressing yourself, and not allowing other people to take advantage of you, setting healthy boundaries. Also, like finding a way to find some happiness, because I feel like there's some stagnation that you could be going through right now where you don't feel very happy, you don't feel very creative. And Spirit is reminding you to go ahead and use different forms of divination, different forms of healing. You would benefit from a long distance Reiki out there. You know, if you want to look at that, look into that. Two of Wands. This is about love, wisdom. This is about your love life. This is for, again, for Drea Talk. So your love life is very salacious here. When I say that, I mean like it's going to be spicy. This is talking about the wands, and the Two of Wands in specific talk about like a relationship, like the possibility of something new, possibly marriage, you know, in the future, something of a commitment. So again, I feel like that is something that you're going to be going through, or at least focusing on your love life, period poo. Okay. So that was for Drea Talks. Let me scroll down and read all this. So Miss Drea, somebody's gonna snatch you up, boo. Okay, somebody's gonna put, like in Beyonce, you know, put that, if you like it, put a ring on it. Okay, so that's, I don't know what's going on in your life, but Spirit is like talking through the cards, and I see like there's something. She's like, yeah, I'm focusing on marriage. You're welcome. So love is coming. Love is coming. I know so many people, like when I know like a lot of people that come to me, they're like, do you see anything about marriage? Do you see anything about love? Okay, Vange21. Hi, Ray. I had a personal reading from you in the past and just recently became a Patreon. May I have a general reading? Of course. Let me just go ahead and... Drea, you're French too. My French is really bad. I don't know that. I know merci. And I don't know. What's the other one? C'est la vie. I don't know. When I hear French, like I had a boss that she spoke French, and she spoke it fluently, and it was almost like nasally when she would talk. It was very nasally, and so I was like, "Oh my god, I don't think I could do that. I can't talk like that." So my pronunciations would probably be bad. Okay. All right. This is going to be for, let me refocus myself. Who was I reading? Vange21. Four of Cups, hun. You got the Four of Cups here, which is healing, capacity, protection. The Four of Cups. Again, about your emotions. Kind of like feeling, I feel like this is a good thing. Like you're feeling like uplifted, or you're going to be going into that cycle of very soon coming out of like all this heaviness that the world's going through. You're going to kind of feel like shielded away from that, finding your own happy place, whether this is like with your family, with your children, with friends. It doesn't matter what category this falls into, but you're going to be finding your happy place and being shielded away from everything, tuning out everyone around you. Six of Pentacles, again, about money. Funny that this little angel baby, do you see that little angel baby? How it's holding the like it's like a a ring bearer? It's holding the wedding rings, honey. Something about your relationship, your love life is gonna be good. Like I feel like this is, even though it's like the Suite of Pentacles and these cards, the fact that the depiction has that, it's almost like, I don't know, something in your love life is coming up, Miss Vange 21. And I feel like it's good. I feel like there's a potential there for you to meet a soulmate or kind of gravitate towards that. Then we got the King of Swords, which is about victory. This represents a man coming in your life if it's not in your life already. The King of Swords is someone that is very very set in his ways, but he's very fast. He doesn't beat around the bush. He means what he says. He's very much about being, chivalrous and also moving forward. Very aggressive sometimes in his way, but he's very fast in moving. So I feel like this is talking about your love life, talking about a guy in your life. If it's not in your life right now, then hold on to it because it's coming. Like I feel nothing but good things, good energy from that card for you. So all right, I'm going to read about three more people. Let's see here. Okay, C. Jill. C. Jill says, Ray, I recently become a platinum Patreon. Thank you so much. Can I get a reading? Of course you can. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm just reading the comments here. Laez le bon temps roulé. I don't know, Lance. You're throwing that Creole French in there, and I don't know how you say that. I don't know, like when you read it, like certain words are le bon temps roulé, or something like that. I don't know. Now, ask me to speak Spanish, I'll speak Spanish like no tomorrow. But when it comes to French, that's like. And funny thing is that I have Portuguese in me. A lot of people are asking me like, what am I mix of? I'm African American. I'm Native American. I am Spaniard, and I also have Portuguese in me. When I read Portuguese, I understand it because it's much like Spanish. But when I hear it, it doesn't sound the same. But I have a percentage of Portuguese in me. So, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I understand a lot of Portuguese. And if I read it, I just don't understand it. And I don't know how to speak it. It's very different. Okay. So this is for C. Jill. Yes, let the good times roll. Lance, was that pronunciation really bad? for all of my French people out there. Um, See, Jill. Okay, you got the High Priestess, son. This is about you. You are very psychic. You're very intuitive. You need to start trusting your gift. Okay, I switched over to the Rider Waite because it's my favorite deck at the end of the day. Um, need to trust your gift. You're the High Priestess. This is talking about you. You have psychic gifts. You need to start owning your psychic gifts and really doing that. And then we got here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of Cups, confusion. You feel like very confused. There's a lot of things coming up. You don't know which decision to go through, but you need to pick one. You need to trust your intuition. Again, trusting your intuition. That's funny that this came up because then confusion. So you're in your head and your thoughts a lot with the 7 of Cups. You see this man, you see them with all these different options. You know, they got the snake, but don't pay attention to the symbolism. Pay attention to what it's saying. It's saying that you have a lot of options. But got that. And then you got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups about family life. It's about your personal life, your children, your immediate family, if you're not in a relationship, you're focusing on your love life as well. You want happiness in every single corner, but you don't know exactly how to go about getting there. And I feel like the High Priestess, you're going to have to rely on your intuition because you're making the right decisions. So stop doubting yourself. That's what I hear very Spirit is saying. Tell See, Jill, to stop doubting themselves. Okay, so I hope that that makes some sense for you. Okay, Neokia B, she says, I finally caught a live. Let me pull some cards for you. Lance, like, I get a C- in my French pronunciation of that. All right, so this is for Nokia B. Okay, whatever you're doing, Nokia, you are really busy. You need to slow it down. I feel like you're always going. You're always doing things. You're always keeping busy. And then you feel like suddenly drained. And you don't know why you're feeling drained. It's because I feel like they're saying that you astral project. You're very active in the astral time. When you wake up in the mornings, you may feel sick or like lethargic, like you didn't sleep at all, kind of very tired during the day, feeling like heavy energy. You're working on the astral side. So you need to ground yourself before bedtime. You need to work with a hematite crystal. I feel like you're very spiritual, very intuitive as well. And you got all these creative ideas coming to you with the pandemic. I feel like I'm looking at your profile pic. I feel like you want to do something that earns more money. There's some worries about money. There's a very strong male energy in your life, or will be coming into your life. This is the Emperor. This is someone that is very stuck in his ways. He's a very affectionate, but he holds money. It's about power. Again, the speaking again to your love life. So I feel like there could be someone that you kind of butt heads with because interestingly enough, or starting a new relationship, but kind of like finding that there is some butting of heads. Because look, you got the Empress and the Emperor. Who does that? Like that rarely comes up in a reading. You got two powerful people. An Empress and an Emperor are going to clash heads. That's your husband. Okay, that's you and him clashing. He wants something, he wants it his way, and you're like, no, sir, that's not going to happen. Not today. No, ma'am. So it's like you have your voice and it's very powerful, but you're very nurturing. You're the mother energy. Come from a very calm place. He comes from a very complex place. I feel like, no shade to your husband. I think he's a great guy. I feel like you're both soulmates, but I feel like the thing is that you both clash at the end of the day. So and you forget about it. And I feel like for you it's like you just don't want to pick and choose your battle. Like you pick and choose your battles, so you leave things that he does and you're like, well, I'm not going to argue, not today. You're not going to ruin my day. I'm not going to ruin yours. I'm not going to focus on that. And then you're like, let me go do my own thing. So then you're like in your own little world. But again, soulmates, I feel like it's just finding the balance in your relationship. So I hope that helps you. All right. So let's go to Hey Nurse B, Divine Shayla. Let's pull a reading for Divine Shayla. I like that name, Shayla. And if you want a private reading, guys, you can always book with me. I don't use cards when I do private readings, but I do use them because there's a lot of energy in the lives, and it's hard to focus on everybody's energy. And so the cards kind of help me tune in and focus with what I'm getting. So it's a little bit more streamlined.
Raymond, just hold there.
Ahorita.
They can get it out from here.
Okay, ahorita voy. Ya voy a acabar. Okay, so this will be my last reading because I have to go getting ready, but let me do this. Okay. So Shayla, I got here the Hierophant. This represents you. It represents you being like a teacher to other people. Helping someone, helping them through life, playing the role of the spiritual leader. The Hierophant is like a spiritual person. You're very spiritual, but I feel like a lot of people come to you and they come for you and they want to use you in some way. Like it's very draining when you're the Hierophant. And then I feel like you are in conflict. There's the Five of Wands. Not that you're a conflicted person, but there's people that are bringing drama into your life or that will be. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. And then we got the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is about you being, again, very level-headed, very giving, and you're kind of emotional too. You feel things. So this is what I got for you. I want to thank you all, guys. I love you so, so much. Until next time, I'll be back. Maggie Quintanilla, no me están regañando. Bye.